All right. I guess let's get started. I thought today we might work on like the marketing blog, let's say, for our rubber goose. So we would have a blog. Maybe we can add it on the navigation here. That's mostly talking about like best practices. How do you debug stuff, or how do you best describe your problem to someone else to do like the rubber ducking concept. And for that blog, to allow our, let's say, marketing team to be able to push content without dealing with the code, we need to use a headless CMS, and in this case we'll be using Contentful. I'm gonna like walk you through few different things, like how do we create content types programmatically and stuff like that. Right. So, okay, what would be the first step? Okay, let's start with the page. Let's have a page right here in the pages folder. We have like our index, users, the user page, and now we can have something like, let's call it just blog.js. And this one here, we will import React as usual from React. And we will export default. Or maybe we can do, okay, const blog page. And this will be a simple React component. And it will return for now, let's say, just an H1. H1, and then we'll call it, okay, blog. And then that's going to be close, and then we will export default blog page. And I guess the navigation is in components layout, I guess. Where is it? Dashboard. Yeah, so we have this link. And I think then we can add another one before the dashboard. And then we call it, okay, link. So it's gonna be link, and it will take us to the blog page. And in here, we can name it, okay, blog. And let's close the link tag. Okay, and then I think we had a class name called href before. Href. So let's just save and see. Was it href or was it like a different? Okay, I think it was in a different stream. So maybe here we can. Okay. Wait, this is not working. Come on. Okay, so how should we like have a hover state? So maybe okay, let's do margin right 4 for now. Okay, and then text SM. Yeah, I think our dashboard button is also maybe a little bit big. Yep. Yeah, I think the dashboard might be a little bit big, so maybe we can make it like smaller. Okay, so here, okay, we'll have hover, text, purple 700. Okay, yeah, kind of. And I think also there's the active class name, so you might as well add that. So it'll be border B, and then border purple 700. So when we go to blog, it's like, yeah, but then blog doesn't use the layout. So what we can do is in our blog page, you will import layout from components layout, and then in here we will be using that. So let's do some brackets, and in here this will be return, and we will use layout, Yep, we have kind of our blog. I'm not maybe sure about this, but probably let's have some padding. P4. Maybe it's too much, but let's see. 3. I guess let's make it 2. Okay. It's not bad. And let's go to the blog. And then also have some kind of a wrapper. So at least we have the main stuff. And this will be class name. This will make it as a container. And then we will do MX auto. Yeah, at least there's some. Yeah, I'm not sure if we have some padding already around this. Yeah, padding 8, so maybe you can have a consistent padding also in here. Padding 8. It's just to bring it at the same level. All right, so that's that. All is good. Let's go to Contentful. Let me just bring this out of the way, do my login, and then bring back this window. Okay, this is this. I mean, what's happening? So we need to create a new space. This will be called Rubber Goose, I guess. We will create an empty space. Yeah, we have this empty space, and we need to model our content. We can model the content like manually by creating the content types and stuff, but also we can do it programmatically, and that is through the Contentful CLI. So if we do npm, I don't know if we have Contentful. Okay, so let me do npm install Contentful CLI, and probably want to install this globally. Let's wait for that. Okay, so that's that. We have Contentful. Now we will do login. And then this will open a window. Let me get it out of the way because it has my auth token. Now I will get this out of the way to paste my token. And hit enter. Okay. All right. I think that's all is good. Now I'm authenticated, and I can do some stuff. So let's go to our project, like the main, in the main folder here. Maybe let's add a folder called migration. Yeah. And inside of here, what we're gonna do is create content types. What we can do is, we can start with a simple case. We need a blog, and what do we need in a blog? We need a post, a content type. This will have a title, and then probably a rich text for content. Maybe we'll have something like excerpt, so we can have like a summary, and we have a feature image, and that that post content type will be linking to another content type, which is author, and the author will have maybe full name and a bio or something. Yeah. Yeah, that could be a good start. So I guess let's start first with like let's have create author. And the way the Contentful migration works, let me just zoom in, is we export a function, and this function will receive a migration object. And then we can, from there, do whatever we want. So we can do model exports, and this will be a function that will have migration. And the migration, what we need to do is first, okay, we need const author, and this will be migration create content type, and here we'll give it the ID. It will be author. Yeah, okay, that's one thing. Now we have our content type. We need to do create field. The field ID will be first will be okay, full name, and I guess here is so here will be okay name, and then this will be like the human readable name, so we can have okay full name. What? Okay, full name, and we need to have type, and the type will be symbol. This is for like short text, it's called symbol. Okay, then we need also to create another field. Come on. Create a field. This will be bio. And I think also name, we'll give it okay. The user bio. And type would be also like short text, because we don't need a long text for that. What else? What else should the author? Okay, let's just start with this one. And so once we have this migration, what you can do is we can do Contentful space migration, and then we give it the space ID, and then the space ID will be this one here in this URL, spaces space ID, and then now we will give it the like the file, and the file is inside of migration create author, and environment is master. So let's see if okay, so there's some errors, probably I messed up something. The property name is required on content type. Okay, so I guess I missed something in here. So I create this content type, and I need to give it, I don't know if we can, I think I can also chain it, name, and then will be author. Let's see again. All right, so this is the content type. It's type author. We will have a field. It's called full name, F type symbol, and then bio. And then we hit enter. That's successful. So if we refresh our content type section, you can see here I have the author that I created, and it has a full name and then bio. Okay, so now this is all good. Let's create another migration, and this time will be create post, and let me just zoom in here, and this will be model exports, and again we will receive migration. And now we will do const post, and this will be migration, create content type, the ID will be post, and then we give it a name which is required, that will be also post. Now we need to create the fields, so we'll have post.create field. This one will be title, and then we'll have the name title, and then type will be symbol. All right. Again, we need also to do post.create field again. This will be content, and then the name will be also like content, and then type will be rich text. I think also we need to do post.create field. Before that, we will need a slug field. This is to create like a unique URLs, but it's also human readable. And this one will be also slug, and type. The type here will be also symbol, and then I'll show you later how you can set this to a slug, because it's mostly like a display field. So we can have also like post.create field. This will be feature image. Name will be the feature image, and then I think type will be maybe it's gonna be like link, and then link type is gonna be asset. Yeah, I think I'm right around the, but we'll see if the tool like complains. I don't remember the syntax. So we created that. Now we can do post. Let's create another field. This one will be called author, and it's gonna will have a name also, author, and it will be of type also link, and the link type will be an entry. All right, I thing. So we have a title, we have the Slack, we have the content, we have the featured image. I think that, yeah, I mean, for now, that would be okay enough, and then we'll see. So let's bring up the migration again, and then instead of create post, this create author, this will be create post, and then let's see. All right, something failed in here. Migration creator is not a. Did I? Looks like I didn't export the function properly. Ah, yeah, of course. Model exports. All right, and let's see now. It should, okay. So environment master, we will create a content type of name post. We'll have a field title, Slack, content, link, and then link type asset, and then the other one is author and link, and the link type is entry, and we hit enter. Yay, and the migration is successful. And then if we refresh in here, we should see the post. Yeah, it has a title, Slack, content, feature image, and then author. There are other things we can add after the migration. Maybe here we can do let's do fields control.js. So this is where we will set this Slack to type Slack and stuff like that. So let's do that. So right now we will do again model exports, and this will also have migration as usual. And now here what we need to do is get our post content type. So here we will have migration dot edit content type of ID post. So right here we're grabbing this content type in here, and then we'll have post. Let me check the APIs for the Contentful migration. Let's check I believe the function is called the change field control. Change field control. So yeah, it's here. So we will have post dot change field control, and then we give it the field ID. So we have Slack as the field ID. The namespace of the widget, one of the following: built-in or extensions. Standard widget. So here this should be say it's built-in, and then we give it the widget, and the widget here we can go to this editor interface documentation, and we can have, where is it, a slug editor. We want to have a slug editor in there. So that's the enhancement that we can have for the Slack editor. Let's try it out. fields control, let's see. Should give us a summary. Yeah, and then update field slug editor built in, and then we hit yes. And then now when we refresh, so normal text, when you go to appearance, it's like a single line. But for our slug now, if we go here and then appearance, you can see we changed it to slug that will get generated from the title thing. So that's cool. So I guess last thing we can do is add validations. And then this one will be model exports. We'll have migration. And let's get again our post content type. Here we will also call edit content type because we are editing a content type. We have it existing content type. The ID will be post. The ID is like, if you look in here, this is the ID here. So content types ID and then fields. So we get the post content type. Now we need to, let's go back to the documentation. We can do edit field. And then this will have, okay. So here we can do, okay, post dot edit field. The field that we want to edit is the author. And then what does a field provide for us? Field object, no, validation error, possible validation. Type. I think we can have some sort of type, boolean, integer, I think we might have some, okay, create fields. Let's look at validation. All right, so here's some validations in here. So I guess we can do, okay, validations. Items, object required. Okay, let's see if there's any validation that's not an array. Yeah, I think we have like the validation schema in the CMA. So we can have, okay, let's make this bigger. All right, so we can have this link content type, and then we give it an array of stuff. I guess. So right here we can have link content type, and we wanted to only link to an author. I'm not sure if this will work, but let's give it a try. So add validations. Nope. And why this is failing is not a valid type of field property validation. Expect array. Okay, validations should. All right, so yeah, you are right. And I guess here we can have an array instead. Okay, and then let's see. Should be correct now. Yep, we're adding that validation. Yes. Coolio. Right. So let's go back here. Refresh this. And let's go to author, settings, validations. You can see here, accept only specific entry type, and we only accept the author. So when I create something, I can't reference any other entries except if it's an author. All right. So the next step would be to do yarn, yarn add. What is it? Gatsby source Contentful. So we'll add that plugin. Yeah, I guess no one is watching, but I'm just talking to myself. So, I mean, it's fine. All right. So let's create some dummy content. Let's go to the post and have, rubber ducking best practice. This is weird. This should generate this slug, but it didn't. It should have worked, but I don't know. Okay, and then here we will have something like, I want to have a heading to step 1, and then I'm gonna have another one which is like step 2, and let's get some lorem ipsum text for now. Let me get this paragraph right here. And then let's get 2 more paragraphs just for fun. The author here, since we don't have an author, we can actually create it from in here and then link it. So it's gonna be me, and that will be okay. Founder of Rubber Goose. He may be also a goose. I don't know. Just for fun. So I added this. This is the author right here, and then that's that. One thing is why we see this untitled right here is we forgot to set, like, go to author, for example, and then set this as display. So you can go to settings and then set it as the entry, or You can also set it through the migration, but we can see that at another time. And this title also we can do, okay, set field as entry title. So now when we go back to our content, you can see the author has my name. And then here, let's go to Unsplash and then get something from there. And let's go rubber ducky, maybe. I guess let's get this one and copy image address, and we create a new asset. And here we can actually like put in a link, and then Contentful will load this stuff for us. And this will be a rubber ducky maybe. The quality is not that great. Download free. So maybe, okay, let's me copy link address and then change it. Delete this one and then give me a new one. I don't know if it, okay, that would work. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Do they have like a quality? I don't need a quality. Maybe yeah, this is not bad. Okay, let's see. Did we let me paste in a new URL. Yep, that's a nice image. Oh, come on, internet. Okay, let's wait for the processing. Let's publish this. We have this featured image. Let's publish our first blog post. Okay, so we have some dummy content, and we installed the Contentful plugin. So right here now we can go to Gatsby config. Oh my God, we still have like these the default stuff. So here's rubber goose, and now let's copy something from debug your brain with rubber goose maybe as and the author I guess will be me. It's me. Plugin and variables, I think we added that. Let's start a new plugin in here, and okay, we're gonna resolve. This will be okay, Gatsby source Contentful, okay, and then we'll have some options. All right, so I guess for the options, what we can do is here we need the space ID, which let's do okay, process.env dot contentful maybe space, and then access token is process.env contentful. Let's call it key or something like that. All right, so I'm not gonna show you my n variable, but like I'm gonna show you how you can get the, so how do we get the credentials? We go to settings. We go to general settings, settings, API keys. And we go to this key that we have. Here's the space ID and here's the delivery key that we wanna use, and this is only like read only, so you can only read the content. Okay, I'm gonna copy this stuff and I'm gonna get this and then take it out of the screen, because my env variable, like my env stuff is all right, so we'll have contentful space, which will be my space, and then contentful key, which will be this key. Okay, so I added this stuff in there. So now when we do restart the server, it should be able to pull some stuff from Contentful. Okay, something is failing. Of course, I mean, okay. Yeah, it's you see here, it did fetch some content from Contentful here. Okay, everything is in progress. Okay, let's check if we have the data. You can see here it's there, so we can do all contentful nodes, all contentful post, and we want to get maybe the slug, the title, the content JSON, and then we hit play, and you can see here this is the title, and this is the data that we get from our rich text, and yeah, which we will render at some point. Yeah, and also we need to create automatically, like dynamically or programmatically, pages based on the contentful data. So for every node from here or every blog post, we need to create a page for it, like a detailed page. All right, so I think we did a nice, smooth exercise today, and this is because I'm super familiar with Contentful in general. So this is already like really good. It's a good thing. I'm gonna add these environment variables to also Netlify so it can build successfully, but I'll do that off screen. And yeah, I think we will call it a night, and hope you enjoyed this video.